Hello and welcome back to Game Hydro. Today we are talking about the game not Legend of Slime. Slime Castle Tower Defense. Sorry, there's a lot of slime related games on the App Store. I don't know what it necessarily is. Maybe they bring back a lot of fond memories for some of us old heads out here of the pixelated simple games of yesteryear, but people love them. I like them too. I'm not innocent in that. So we're going to go over some tips, tricks, hints, and strategies. Sorry about the noise. I'm taking my kids to the park, and the park is very crowded right now. But let's get rid of the music first of all. And, any other sounds in this game? Well, just the music. Alright, got rid of the music. I actually hadn't seen this before. You can adjust the graphics to the way you like them. I've got a powerful phone, so I think I'm going to put the graphics on high. Anyways, we played through a little bit of this game so far. As you can see, there's multiple currencies in this game. You got silver coins, which you earn in the battles themselves. You got gold coins, which allow you to get new talents and upgrade the talents that you already have. And then you got gems, which are the premium currency of the game. So those little red exclamation marks represent rewards that are ready to collect. Some of them, you gotta watch an ad video for. Some of them you don't. Like, let's look at this little chest right here. It's an idle reward chest that you have to watch an ad video for, but that's a pretty good amount of gold you can get. Daily reward. I haven't claimed that yet, so go ahead and claim that. So be sure to claim every reward you can, because even if the game seems easy pretty early on, it will get harder before you know it, and it'll get harder very quickly. So I'm claiming these. Lots of experience, lots of gems. These gems will be very useful for later on. We'll go over why, but let's see. More rewards here. Oh, this thing. Oh, cool. Opening chests is always a good idea. Idle reward, that's because I've been offline for a while. Look at that, 10,300 gold. And some gems, and what is this water slimestone thing? Breaking the level cap for water slimes. That's interesting. This reward requires you to watch a video, so we're not going to do that right now. That's the daily pack, though. And right now, there's the 7-day event, which... Oh, that's not free. Forget that. I'll claim keys, though, and try to see if I can get some good equipment out of that. So, this is the equipment screen, and now we're going to go to the shop to try to get more equipment, because I got some chest keys. I'll open the premium chest first. Stuff in here is pretty good. Stuff in here is pretty basic, but it's useful when you want to merge. And you have your epic chest, which occasionally you can watch free ad videos for any of these 3 chests. The epic chest is the only one that has a chance at getting you legendary equipment. That's 1 out of every 50 pulls, and 1 out of every 10 pulls gets you guaranteed epic equipment. So watch that ad video as often as possible and save your gems and don't blow them on the common chest. You got some other boosters down here. You can watch videos for free gems. You can collect free gold once for a video and once for free. That's useful. You're going to want to do that later. We're going to go over to the talents right now. These are the attack talents. These are the health talents. The coin bonus talents. Those are actually very useful in battle. I'm going to do a few of those upgrades. That means I'll be able to get more silver coins, which will allow me to upgrade more as I go on. And what is this explosion shroom talent? Never seen this. Let's do it. So this probably gives you like a companion dude that throws explosives at enemies. Let's check that out, actually. We'll see what that is in battle. What are the best and most important talents in this game, you ask? Attack and attack speed are definitely up there. That's why they're so highly upgraded compared to everything else. Critical chance is really good because if you get a high chance at doing critical damage, that is especially useful against bosses and against large enemies. Of course, the critical multiplier helps critical hits do more damage. Higher attack range lets you deal with more enemies. Slow chance, that slows down enemies. And hit rate is more useful when you get to a level where you're fighting enemies that can dodge attacks, because a hit rate over 100% counteracts their chance of dodging. Double attack, that shoots 2 bullets at a time, which do the percentage of damage shown in double attack percentage. So obviously, for a benefit, you want that to be over 50% so that you can do more overall damage. And plus, if you're shooting at enemies that dodge attacks, then that will enable you to have a higher chance of getting at least one hit in. Health, obviously, very useful to have. And there's still more talents to unlock as you go, but hit points and regeneration are extremely important. But then again, damage resistance, very important. Now, damage return, we haven't unlocked that yet, but that allows you to counter damage enemies that damage you. Let's go over here. So, you can have common, rare, epic, and legendary equipment. This is an example of a piece of rare. Epic will be purple. Legendary will be gold. Right now, I can upgrade a lot of these. Upgrade everything you have, not just the rare ones, but the common ones too. Because you see this button, that'll allow you to level down your equipment for free at any time and get back everything you have spent on equipment, which is very nice. So you can do that as soon as you're able to replace something with something of a higher rarity. As an example here, I'm going to level down this hunter's helmet because I got an uncommon, or a good hunter's helmet rather. So now we can level that up higher, which gives me much more attack power. I think I passed a newbie quest just by doing that. More gems, more experience. With that out of the way, let's begin a level. So you see the silver coins pop up here. You get more silver coins as you kill enemies. Well, as your character kills enemies. You have a speed multiplier in the bottom right corner. The default is 1 time speed. You can also do 1.5, 2 times. You can watch an ad video to get 15 minutes of 3 times speed. And there's an in-app purchase that allows you to do 5 times speed. So do the fastest level clear or do the fastest speed that you can handle strategically. We're going to upgrade our attack power and attack speed because those are arguably the most important things. And because I have a lot of silver coins building up. But damage resistance, very important. All of these other attack skills that's getting noisy, so we're going to turn that off. All of these other attack skills are affected by upgrading your attack power, because critical hits will do more damage. Well, range isn't really affected, but you'll be able to do more damage farther. Range damage multiplier. That means the further away that you hit from, the more damage that you do. So obviously you want to have that upgraded. Got more silver coins again. We're going to go attack power again because we're basic around here. And because it works. Critical chance all the way up to 23% now. So when it gets that high, it actually has a hardcore effect. There's the explosive mushrooms that we just unlocked. Those mushrooms are kind of like landmines, waiting for enemies to trip them. You see that enemy just tripped it but was killed before the mushroom could do any damage. Let's go over here and increase the number of them by 1. Because these are definitely going to be useful later when enemies start actually reaching where I'm standing. Critical multiplier, we can do a few of that. We're just going to let the game run for a little bit, see how many waves in we can get. This is only my second time playing this particular chapter. There's a lot of chapters in this game. Each chapter has 30 waves to it, so the rounds can last quite a while. Now, don't forget about the special attack right here. It brings this up. You can aim your attack and try to drop it on the place where it'll do the most damage. Sometimes that attack can be standing in between you and a loss. You know, increase your attack speed. Obviously, you're going to get off more shots. That upgrade can seem slower, but after a few upgrades, you'll really be able to see the difference. And oh, by the way, those mushrooms, very good against assassins at higher levels. There we go. An assassin almost tripped a mushroom there. So the coins are racking up pretty quickly. But right now, attack power is very expensive to get, so let's increase the double attack chance. Up to 36% now. Damage is increased. We're going to let this run a little bit again. I'm getting a lot of critical hits, but the multiplier isn't as high as I want it. So this will allow more one-hit kills against big enemies for sure. There we go. Things are a little bit less dicey now. And that big red bubble indicates how much health I have left. So upgrading the health, 610, that's pretty nice. Regeneration's important too, especially against that boss that I beat just now, because that boss also regenerates itself. Now we got the regeneration really high, so if I get hit, I'll get my health back very fast. Those assassins are getting to the point where they can dodge attacks easily, so we're going to increase the hit rate here to try to mitigate that a little bit. But if you're early in the game and enemies can't dodge attacks yet, then increasing the hit rate is completely useless. That tends to be the rule of the game. Certain talents become more important the further into the game you get. So the basic ones, obviously, are always important, but the ones that you unlock later, they become more useful as you get further into the game. The basic ones, though, like the attack power, those are never not useful. Especially against big enemies like that. Oh wow, an assassin actually made it up to the wall. But because our regeneration is high, that didn't really do a whole lot of damage. Those wizards can be the bane of my existence sometimes because they can do damage from far away and be hidden by melee attackers. So because your slime will automatically target the closest enemy, sometimes those melee attackers can provide a pretty good shield for those distance attackers. That can make it a pretty devastating experience to try to deal with them. Alright, the waves are getting higher, and each time the waves increase, the health of the enemy increases. That makes keeping the attack power high a very important thing to do. And, of course, increasing the critical multiplier. Uh-oh. So I'm not upgraded enough yet in enough areas to get past when wizards are hidden by those absolutely ridiculous, massive amounts of melee troops. What do we see up here? Community. They really want you to join the Discord and the Facebook. They'll give you 50 free gems to do so. You can actually just tap the Discord and Facebook buttons and then tab back to the game without joining, and you will still get the gems. Now, this is an area overlooked by a lot of people. Be sure to claim your free gems for every single new type of enemy that you face. That's what we're doing here, and it's only 20 gems at a time, but those add up, and they will eventually get you free rewards. 10 free pulls of the suit of the whatever it's called, the epic chest. And 10 free pulls to the epic chest guarantees you at least one epic piece of equipment. And if you're within 50 pulls, it'll get you a legendary piece of equipment, which will affect your entire game. So we got some coins there. Always collect the idle rewards even when you're not offline, but especially when you come back from being offline. Quest. Now we're going to go back to the talents and multi-attack. We got that now. I'm going to upgrade that a lot because I want to see what it do. We're going to play again. We're going to check out this multi-attack. We're going to slow it down to 1x speed so you can see the multi-attack in action. So far, none of it yet. But there's an upgrade here that allows you to increase the number of targets for a multi-attack. That's when the multiple attacks get really, really useful, because you'll be able to hit more than one enemy at a time. That is a very good thing when it comes to dealing with big crowds of melee troops. Alright, you don't need to see me going through all 20 waves again. I think you've pretty much got the gist of what you got to do. So collect all the free gems that you can, collect all the gold coins that you can, upgrade your talents so that when you get into battle, you have major upgrades on the cheap. Alright, this is Game Hydro. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting what we do. Enjoy playing Slime Castle TD. I hope these tips and strategies helped you. If you have any specific questions or levels, go ahead and ask them in the comments. I'll try to get to them. And thank you very much. Please subscribe.